Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here with yet another Halo the Master Chief Collection video. This one is a collectibles guide for all Halo 2 Anniversary terminal locations. There's one per mission for a total of 13, starting on the mission Cairo Station. You'll come through a narrow hallway, and when you open up the doors, there will be two invisible elites with swords. After you clear them out and go up the stairs, you'll enter into this room. Now before you progress, make sure you come up to the terminal and interact with it. Similar to Halo 1 Anniversary, every terminal does look a little bit different depending on where you are in the game world. Next up, Terminal 2. On the mission Outskirts, you're going to come through this part of the game, and on your way through, you'll come through this ramp, and I'll bail out on my Warthog here just to show you guys exactly where I'm going. But if you bail out here at the very end, the objective is to go forward into the hole in the wall there, right there. But before we do that, make sure you come into this one freestanding building in the middle of the area, and you should be able to find a human terminal inside, just around the corner. Now, excuse the blur that is the middle of the screen. I had to blur some things out so that I wouldn't get slammed by copyright, as there's some issues going on with Microsoft's automated servers. On the level Metropolis, Terminal 3, you'll go through the mission, end up, you'll see a Lethbridge sign underneath it, walk through. And this is the area where you regroup with your teammates right after killing off 3 wraiths. Just go forward and make sure you hook a left. And this one's across the 2 elevator banks. This one is before turning right once you regroup with your marines. Terminal number 4 on the mission, the Arbiter. You're going to be coming through the mission. Down the stairs, you'll enter a big room after taking a long winding set of stairs. You'll see these 2 blue paths that transport fusion cores. And before we move on to the next room, you should be able to spot this one in the corner of your eye, just above the door to the right-hand side. You can jump up here or take the ramp and then interact with this terminal in order to unlock it. Each individual terminal will gain you an achievement, and then unlocking all of the terminals will gain you 1 mega achievement worth 20 gamer score. Terminal number 5 on the Oracle, you'll come to this part of the mission where you'll have to smash through the glass in order to come down to this area with 2 platforms. If we go to the left-hand side from where we entered, we will be able to find this terminal behind the wall from where we entered. Now, moving on to the next mission, Terminal number 6 can be found on the mission Delta Halo. You'll come to this part of the mission where you might notice a wraith on the other side of a gap, and Cortana's orders will be for you to go into this building and extend the bridge. This is the only building in the area, and this is part of your objective, so this one is pretty hard to miss if you ask me. You're going to come around the corner. Now, I have cleared out all the enemies, and once you do so, the controls to extend the bridge are directly in front of you. Just make sure you look off to the left and interact with this purple terminal in order to have it unlock. Terminal number 7 on the next level, the mission is called Regret. You'll come into this large room with a hologram on the left-hand side. Make sure you walk behind it, and you should be able to find this terminal directly behind its back. Now, this area does have a lot of jackals and enemies, which I've clearly taken out, so you might want to focus on those just in case. Terminal number 8 on Sacred Icon, you'll come through this part of the level where you drop down multiple fusion cores. Now, this happens for a long time in the level, but you'll fall down this one eventually, which has a little bit of a stopping thing in the middle that splits the hole. And you'll come to this huge skybox. Now, if you go off to the right-hand side and go behind this wall, you should be able to find this terminal on the mission Sacred Icon. Moving on, terminal number 9 out of 13 on Quarantine Zone. You'll come to this part of the mission where there is a building on fire, more or less. That is all I'm going to say. And this one, you're going to walk into this building. You can't really miss this part of the mission, and you'll continue through these mandatory hallways. Now, feel free to use your invis so that the enemies don't pay attention to you, although that's totally up to you. After you go through a series of corners here, you'll end up into this big room. If you follow the walls along the right-hand side as you enter, so you'll see me do that here, and stay on the main ground into this little alcove, you'll come in and you should be able to spot the glowing terminal on the side of the wall underneath the slight rooftop there. On the mission Gravemind, you'll come to this part of the level. There's this huge skybox in front of you. There's a huge battle that happens. There's 2 areas that look a little bit similar, but this one is a unique one. So once you come into this part of the level, you can see that I'm jumping in and showing you guys exactly where it is off to the left-hand side. If you just continue forward, down and go around as you see me doing here. Your objective would be to continue under that rooftop, but instead we're going to continue past it and look at the terminal available on the wall. Make sure you interact with it, as always, in order to unlock its specific achievement. Now, we are beginning to near the end of the game. This is on the mission Uprising. You might be using a ghost, you might be on foot, or even using a different vehicle, but you'll eventually come down this large tunnel with like a waterfall slide type thing, and you'll come into this big open area. You'll see the waterfalls off to the left-hand side, and you'll also see the wraith underneath that arc. You'll have to come through this part in order to progress through the mission, and if you just come behind these pillars, you should be able to spot your terminal on the wall. You have to come through that part of the mission in order to progress through the doorway where all the enemies come from. On the mission High Charity, terminal number 12, our second to last one, you'll come up an elevator and then clear out all the enemies. Now you'll walk through this very tall door with a pink stripe across it, and as you walk through it, you'll notice a sword directly in front of you. Just off to the left-hand side, if you follow along the wall, just to the left as you enter, there will be terminal number 12, unlocking its specific achievement, worth also another 5 gamer score. The last terminal, terminal number 13 on the Great Journey. This one, you'll come into this room, and you'll notice there's a bunch of jail cells. If you stay on the top floor and look at the right-hand side jail cell from where you enter, you should be able to find this. You'll have to shoot the little shield in order to down it so that you can walk through and then use this terminal. Now, since there's 13 terminals, 5 gamer score per terminal, that's going to be 65 gamer score for 13 achievements, and then you'll unlock last achievement for collecting all of them, worth 20 gamer score, called Walking Encyclopedia, for activating all Halo 2 terminals. You'll see me unlocking that as well on screen for a total of 85 gamer score and 14 trophy achievements just for completing this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Share this with your friends as it helps out my channel a lot. Hopefully I see you in one of my future videos. Peace.